So they have called this update Rhino's Heirloom. And it's not even a 0.1 update, it's 38.0.8. And instead of starting where you think I should probably start, let's start on Venus, on Fortuna, because it will, until March 5th at 11 AM ET, be called Star Days instead. And when you load in, if you go up there, there's kind of a bit of a hint as to what is going on, plus trying to hide spoilers for other things here because we can't pick and choose. But this isn't normally here. This would be Ticker's time to shine, because in here, wow, there is actually quite a few things here now, isn't there? We just want the top one. Star Days. Why would I deploy? Okay, I am already in the update, but never mind. In here, there are the Eros Wings ephemera. You may have seen them kicking around. Now is the time to get a hold of them. They have, or so they said, because I'm reading through this and I cannot find anything that actually says it's true. The glyphs now only cost 5 debt bonds each. So they've lowered the price of these, but the price of everything else may still be the same. But there are the Eos Wings. There is, somewhere in here, the Neon Eros Wings. This is a landing craft decoration. You can see it behind Ticker there. It's a landing craft decoration. It is stationary. It does not move. It just sits there doing that. You may have seen it over time sitting right there. Once upon a time it used to be behind this machine, but they kind of moved it back just a little bit, and yeah, it doesn't quite fit as well. But when you are in your arsenal, it is quite well hidden. The terminal behind it, and you're just left with the wings flapping around behind you. At least that's what I've done with mine. There is the dual emote, the left hand of Eros, so you do one side of it, and then the right hand. Yeah, that's supposed to be that direction, but never mind. Doing these at the same time can look amazing, or you can just kind of, let's put it as creative editing. You can also end up with things like this. But you do have to pick up both halves of it, and they do look pretty nice, but you can see 5 medical debt bonds. Yeah, okay. It is still 5 though. I just wish there were the training bonds. I believe it's the training ones that are easy enough to get a hold of. I still haven't picked this up because I've waited for ages for it to have an interaction or something with it. But no, it is just a landing craft. It's just a floof. And yes, I fixed it. There is a lot of different glyphs in here. Pick them up if you wish. The Eros arrow skin. There is the blueprint for the Snipertron. This was the original, the first sniper rifle in Warframe. They removed it eons ago at this point. And every now and then it does return. It is nothing amazing, but if you are a collector, this is one of the only chances to get a hold of it. There is the Ignis Wraith blueprint. I'm glad this turns up a lot more, especially since they took the ability to trade it away. Is that tradable? It is not tradable. They had the same skin, so they just retired the Snipertron in favour of, to be fair, the other sniper rifle I can't remember the name of is better. But I still miss that just being around. It was the original sniper rifle. Umbra's Solstice skin. That is a really weird name to actually try and say, but it's Umbra's sword, the Nakana. I'm not even going to attempt it. That actually does look really good as well. Frostfall ephemera. If you are, like me, having issues getting freezing step to drop, to be fair, still, to this day, have not had freezing step drop from that boss battle. Oh, that's going to bug me now. Anyway, this is a nice way of having a frost-style ephemera. Plus, it's one of the only times it actually returns. Not to forget the Kuva Solstice cloak, and the rest of it, to be fair, is a lot of glyphs. the dual swords Davika skin. Necromech Noggle. I know it says statue, but it is a Noggle. It is a fairly big one, so I probably should say a statue as well, but... Ooh. Don't I have this?
We've got two families.
Huh. That's a Kavat skin. Obviously it's from Deviri, and that would be a Kubro one. But come the 5th of March at 11 AM ET, he will be gone. You will no longer be able to obtain anything that he has here. This is but one of 3 major things coming in this update. And before you take a guess, no, that's not started yet. Not to forget, of course, with this returning, we have the... I missed the fact this was from an event. Now it's just in the marketplace for 50,000 credits. It's a landing craft decoration that is just a heart that has hearts coming off it. Used to be from an event. Now it's not. The colour palette is there for one credit, so make sure you pick that up. That if you want it. There is also a ton of returning glyphs for this as well. I was going to say Valentine's Day ones. The Star Day glyphs, there is a lot of them, and some of them are just... we'll just put it this way. Some of them are very cheeky. We should very quickly move on to, of course, what people have been waiting for. Rhino's Heirloom skin. Not gonna lie, this looks pretty good. Nice choice of colour for him, being yellow. They've gone kind of overkill with the Rhino Beetle approach to this. God, tell me I can rotate you. No. Why make it fixed every time? The horns can be put on anything because they made it a Signa, so you can put this on any frame you want. Though, Frost is a great example of you have to be very careful here as to which frame they go on, though you can adjust them so they don't glitch into things like the ring from Halo's helmet. It can be pushed a little bit out and be further away, so this isn't a problem. This is great. I love the fact they've done this. Rhino's skin itself, I keep looking at this and trying to find faults in it. Apart from his stance here, his hands are glitching through the things that they have put onto his hips. He would look weird in any other stance than that one anyway. Which is why they have him in this stance. Can we get that to reset? Yes. Because then his hands aren't glitched into the pockets like they are right here. I mean, damn here, big boy. He's, you kind of forget how big Rhino is. Rhino is one of the biggest frames. I think Hildren is the next one. And I think she may actually be bigger than. Because no matter what you look at it from this, he is one of the tallest, most muscular... Actually, I think Atlas is the tallest one. I said one of, before anybody goes trying to correct me. One of the most muscular... And I love the fact they made the iron skin on this something you can swap to other ones. He will have rings on him instead of an all-over iron skin as default. The colour palette doesn't look that bad. I wouldn't say it's worth 80 platinum, but it still doesn't look too bad. You can get the glyph and, of course, the Prex card without picking him up. They did show this one side with the... I love that effect on the Prex cards. It's called an Heirloom Prex because it has the holographic approach to it. Oh, and it's also double-sided. I don't like the double-sided part of it too much because you can either have one or the other. You can't really show off both. Iron skin. Iron skin. Iron skin. You can change the iron skins to be whichever one you prefer. You are not fixed to... I mean, technically this should be the Rabido iron skin, and it's not there. Palatine one, which is completely and utterly disappeared fairly quickly. I would... Now, that is the Prime one. I kind of like that one better, but for some reason they keep disappearing very, very quickly. Yeah, that works. And then put that on and you can see. Oh, I love that. Just having the 3 rings going around him instead of an actual iron skin. Because you could take them and put them on any of the rhino skins that you have. Be it his void shell, or the Rubido skin from Steam. For those who are wondering what the Rubido skin is, it was a Steam thing. The Palatine skin, and just have the 3 rings every time you activate Iron Skin just going all over him. With the Prime coming out next week, I'd rather wait and see what the accessories are like. But whether you just like the skin, just want the Signa... Actually, that's pretty much it, isn't it? There's the skin, the Signa, the colour palette. You could pick up just the Prex card. These will basically be around for, I want to say forever, but there is only one other question we really need to answer here. Pretty much answered that one, doesn't it? Ember's Heirloom Collection is here, purchasable with Platinum, in-game, still, if you didn't pick it up in the past, yeah. It was not going anywhere. Neither is, and I'm just going to delete that so we can do this, Rhinos. It is a permanent fixture in-game. The only thing that is timed on it is being able to click this button and go and purchase it with real money. Oh, it's having a fit. Also in this update, that is live now because it started on February 6th at 2 PM ET. Come on. You're not going to show up, are you? But the alert is there. I missed that. Belly of the Beast will give you 10 volatile motes. Doing the mission on, and this is where I have to try and remember exactly where this mission is because I believe it's on Uranus. I've lost Uranus. Where's Uranus? It's down here. I know what I've done. That Ascension mission will basically become Operation Belly of the Beast. That's what I was waiting for, Operation Belly of the Beast to actually appear. For the record, only 20 minutes late. Nightwave was about 5 minutes later than expected. To be able to actually get any of the rewards for this, you have to go and see orders, and it does tell you... Actually, we'll just come back. Game, please behave. It does tell you, visit Ordus on the Larunda relay. So let's head over to the Larunda relay and actually see if, first off, he's there. And second off, if we bring this up, there he is. You can go straight to him, and as mentioned, shared purpose, you can then play as the Stalker, commit the volatile motes by buying things. There is a lot of things that are kind of useful, like returning event rewards with the Cryos Signa, basically a leafy crown. The Wisp Totem, I do love that skin, but sadly it is just a skin. The Ballroom Simulacrum, Stance Former Blueprints. Do I have any of these? I have 16 of them from obviously the first time this ran, but more importantly, the blueprint to build the Basmu is here, which is important if you actually want it. It is tradable, so if you are between events and want this and can't really get a hold of it because there's no event with it actually active, you can always trade for it. And the Seti Lacera as well, blueprint to build. And they're not overly expensive to actually build. The rest of these rewards are basically arcanes, unless you go to the clan-only rewards, at which point all of the things that you didn't pick up last time will still be here, and the things you did pick up last time will have lovely ticks next to them. The main thing that you can want from this is the Enlightened Hate skin. Oh, that thing looks absolutely amazing, it really does. But we will have to wait to be able to get a hold of the ephemera from the imagery. There is 3 of them. I mean, yeah, that one's okay. That one's a little bit better. but still kind of broken, and that's what it's supposed to be like when it's actually completed. Bone wings is the best way to have actually put that, as well as the chest plate for the Stalker and everything else Stalker related that comes from this, but that comes down to the fact you have to have completed the Jade Shadow quest first that explains, well, basically everything about this. And I do love the fact that now Volume 8 has gone live of Nightwave, that we can just go straight to the bike and go, okay, yes, please. Not only does it, well, to be fair, it's got a cover on the wheel, but only on one side. On the other side, it's still fine. The front wheel has a cover on it. That has a wheelie bar. If it was going straight up, it would be called something else. I would say that's probably, yeah, that's a wheelie bar. But if we go in, you can see, you can get the Nightwave ship, and I said shift, at rank 3, that is going to be really easy to actually get to. But if you have rewards from this, as always, it will give you 50 of the Nora Mix Volume 8 creds instead. And there it is, rank 5. And from there we have the 2 floofs. Don't look too bad. At rank 8 and rank 10. Face tattoos, leaded gas for the Vespa 77 already. That adds 300% gas damage. Ooh, that could be massively overkill. I mean, that's what people will be trying to get to as quickly as possible, considering what's coming in March. The Cobra armor's 17. Tamagotchi, Tamapet is 22. The Proto skin for the Necromech, I still think that should be under cred offerings instead of in there. Ooh. The wire mesh ephemera doesn't stand out all of the time. It just kind of wireframes your frame that you can sometimes see because it works in a pulsing effect. Okay, rank 28 finally released a decent ephemera, as well as obviously the armor. It would seem that the default has put the stuff at the bottom, but looking through this, there isn't any of the new helmets there yet, but all current frames, their alternate helmets, are in fact in here. All of them. All frames alternate helmet, including Saito 9's, which has been added, as has Kume's. I am a huge fan of the explanation point on the POM 2's monitor, so if there's something there, you know that you need to go there to do something, rather than have to go there and hope there's something to do. But there is a lot of little sound effects changes, performance optimizations, and let's just put it as fixes. This is technically the first big update of 2025, so has a ton of the fixes that I haven't been able to do because it can't be done as a hotfix. Let's just pretend that they didn't say that and I didn't say that. But a lot of these can't be done as a hotfix because they are code fixes and they require a bigger update. Which technically this is, I mean, with the... I'm not even touching that, just no. With Stardays, Nightwave, which is why this video ended up 2 hours later, because I wanted to include Nightwave in it, even though you could see from the beginning of it, I started this 3 hours ago. The Heirloom collection, there was a lot in it. But next week, Lavos Prime. So we'll leave that off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.